Welcome back. In the previous part, we entered Chapter 4, which obviously means we're going to be doing a new set of rounds. But we've got Sika with us. Noelle Sika. It's going to be awesome. So I've exchanged her for Randy just to see if she has anything else going on. But speaking of Randy, seeing as he isn't actually in the group, that means he's going to be in his room, 202. So let's go have a word with our lovely friend Randy. He's not there. Not too shabby. It's because he's in the group. A new decoration was added to Randy's room. There you go. Hey, can I go inspect it? It is a poster of Elie McDowell. Well, obviously. Nothing in the chief's room. Yes, because that's what I wanted to go back down. Does this look alright? Looks a bit flat to me, but alright. New decoration was added to Ellie's room. I mean, can I inspect that? It's a wall clock. No, it's a poster of a wall clock, not an actual wall clock. This should be fine. Alright. Because that's what I wanted to do. Can I not inspect? There. It's a hanging machine. Yes. Yes, it is. Nothing in here. Where is Kia? Where's she gone? She's gotta be around somewhere. There she is. You're so warm, Zeit. Let's take a nap together. Grr. So precious. I'm starting to understand why everyone loves Kia so much. Yeah, she's a good kid. Hell yeah. Have a nice trip, everyone. Beat up those stupid, dumb ghosts. Right. We'll do our best, Kia. Ghosts. Oh god, ghosts. Zeit, would you mind watching after Kia while we're out? I'm not exactly the biggest dog person. Though I guess he's technically a wolf and not just a really big dog. Grr. Yes, of course. Good food. Let's give you a rain eater. Nyan. Where do you go? Funya. Oh, is that it? Given us a gift, eh? Thanks, Copy. Where in the world did you find this, though? It's a good question. Where? Ah, it's so cute. Cat living on the rooftop. I wonder if they'd let me keep a cat over at the gate, too. Pressed it so quickly, didn't get it. Alright, so Purr, it's been a while. Where have you been? Gasp. Hello there, Tio. Long time no see, Chief Roberts. You're from the Epstein Foundation, right? Did you come to leave Tio a new weapon or something again? Actually, I heard that the Special Support Section was involved in something dangerous recently. There were just some silly rumours from Grande, though nothing more than that, really. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to worry you. It was getting pretty crazy for a bit, but everything's cool now. Yes, there's no need to worry. The past 2 to 3 weeks have been relatively peaceful. Very well, then. I'm glad to hear that. Tio, I have the latest model Orbital staff with me. Put it good use, okay? Lloyd was right after all. You ran into some trouble with the Mafia after the anniversary festival. Didn't hear much about it you afterwards, so I was starting to get a little anxious. So was I, because I thought I just saw a spider over there. Nope, no spider. Well, you're alright, so everything's okay. Good luck with the CPD business, Tio. Seemed down on edge, though, because it could have been a spider. Could have been. Those Ravage guys have been causing more and more problems lately. Because of that, the Braces are always complaining about how busy they are. Wouldn't hurt for the CPD to try a little harder too, eh? Maybe so. Sorry, sir. You know, it's the 1st Division who's in charge of Mafia stuff. Make sure to chew their ears off next. Can't say I'm jealous of how busy the Bracer Guild must be now. Is Kia not with you today? Oh, I wanted to play with her. Aw, She's up on the roof. You could shout her from here. Now that orbital vehicles are becoming more and more commonplace, our government should put some effort into maintaining our roads. That's true. I mean, cobbled streets, tiled streets, they're not good with cars, is the best way of putting it. Since Central Square produces a lot of pedestrian traffic, our budget should include measures to expand the road size. How would you do that, though? I mean, there's massive buildings here. It's weird. Have you only got, like, one set of text at the moment? Toward the end of the mountain path to Mains, there's a detour that'll take you to some old ruins. The legend goes, if you're there during a full moon, the sound of a beautiful bell will ring out through the area. So it's all based around the moon, obviously. No one knows anything about it except that it was built in the Middle Ages. Yeah, it's like... Legend goes... It's like you've only got like really one set of dialogue at the moment. This is fairly strange. Hey, you're named NPCs. What? Is something bothering Celdeo? Like, he came to ask me my opinion about entrees, and he never does that. Can you think of any weird or exotic dishes we could make? He asked that and then ran away. Should I be worried? Yes. Celdeo sometimes blurts out the strangest things. I never know what to expect from him. Chef Braun and I have been close friends for about 40 years now. Even did our training together. We're worried about the next generation, though. Celdeo has potential, but he doesn't make the effort to practice seriously and cultivate it. Is there any way to motivate that boy? Women. How lovely. Today's Crossbell Times front page article focused on the Diet's budget proposal. For grown men's faces to turn red when asked about it, it must not be going well. Well, this is what always happens. I, for one, think it's quite amusing. Diet members insulting one another. I live for that. I bet you do. We'll be getting that up soon. That Crossbell Times issue 7? The festival ended, but we decided to extend our stay. After all, we haven't been able to see Michelin or Arkansas yet. At the very least, I won't go home until I've gone to Michelin. And I've got to go on a shopping spree too. Oh, very well. I was just looking into Arkansas. From what I've heard, I should be able to find tickets for this month's show somewhere in the city. Somewhere. Try where Arkansas is. I recently gave Celdeo an assignment to work on during his shift, but guess what? The buffoon has done nothing but chase girls since he clocked in. He has to start training if he ever wants to become a chef here. I'm hoping that he'll do an adequate job in coming up with the new menu. After all, I can't retire in peace until he finally decides to grow up. Did you hear that? Let me think. Traditional entrees are usually focused around meat or seafood. What if I scrap that entirely and use some rare ingredients as a base? Leave me alone, I'm trying to come up with a new recipe that's going on the new menu. This is horrible. It's not like I signed up for this. I'm starting my diet today, but only Adios knows if I'll make it out alive. Oh dear. Haven't I been telling you to watch your weight? Your face looks like a watermelon. It's just going to get worse if you refuse to stick to a diet and exercise. Don't want you to blow up like a watermelon either. We just received a large shipment of high-quality produce. What better chance to enrich your dining experience? There's a lot of... Usually, like pretty much everyone has, 2 lines of dialogue, but... There's not a lot of that going on at the moment. Strange. Welcome to Times Department Store. Do you know that the mayor himself likes to frequent our store? Was that too forward? Yes. I heard the manager led projects for various industries in the past. He's also reputable in the finance and political spheres. Mayor McDowell praised me for my management skills a few days ago. This department store shares history with the area, so he wishes for it to continue being a part of the citizens' lives. I appreciate your modesty, Neston. You never fail to place the customer's needs above all else. It appears my grandfather's praise hit the mark. Hope you strive for your best. You're too kind, Miss Elie. I pray that I'll be able to allow this store to live up to its expectations. I've been acquainted with May McDowell for a while, but when I heard those words, my body tensed up completely. I pray I'm able to let this department store live up to its expectations. Oh, good luck, mate. Yeah, they released a new reference book. Let's take a look inside. Oh, this one looks great. Man, I really want this book. Buy it. Oh, it's out of my budget though. Fair enough, fair enough. I've been adjusting my lineup bit by bit. There's no better feeling than being able to satisfy a customer's request. Okay. It's like... I don't know what the best way of putting it is. It's like... It feels like they've run out of things to say. To be honest. It feels... Maybe that's the point. Maybe like everything's back to normal, it's very mundane, nothing's going on. It's just normal day to day, so they haven't got much to say because there isn't much to say. Which is intriguing in its own way. Dad took the wallet away from Mum. He doesn't want her to using it anymore. Yep. That does say that. It's one of those ones where it's like, normally I'd take it out and just adjust it, but it's like, it doesn't want her to using it anymore. He doesn't want her using it anymore. Hopefully, like, they're planning another patch with Geofront, by the way, so hopefully most of these have been fixed in the patch coming up. We're not poor, but I don't think he did anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with being frugal. He doesn't want her to using it anymore. It's one of those ones where it's like, am I just reading it wrong? Or does it actually say that? And it's like, no, it does say that. My husband gets paid tomorrow. I'm scoping out the area for anything interesting. I'm going to come back tomorrow and buy it all. Oh dear, oh dear. Accessorizing your uniform to extend certain features of it can completely change its aesthetic. You might be able to find the right accessory over at Baker's Accessories. Fair enough. Here's the thing though, it's like, the fact it's like, I notice so obviously when there's a mistake in the Geofront patches translation. It's like, it just shows you how well they've done, because it's so rare. When you spot, it's like, oh, I mean, I am obviously playing one where it's like, it's been patched since it came out, so. But still nice. A rather wealthy looking customer came in a little while ago. He'd buy a bunch of accessories and give them to the girl that would accompany him. I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, but I was envious over how much he was earning. Fair enough. I ended up wanting to get something for myself after I bought my wife this brooch. The old bag loves to make fun of me for coming here too often. She thinks I'm acting like a teenage girl. I mean, she's right. I'm working as quickly as I can. I've been bustling my hump lately. There's nothing else I can do if I want to catch up to Cynthia and Pearl. You got this, girl. It's like, just thinking like, yeah, you are acting like a teenager, really. It really is. Kids these days seem to infatuate with shoes that have inflated soles. The ability to absorb impact makes them well suited for long-running sessions. The famous Strager Corporation also started manufacturing shoes with inflated soles. Get your very own balloon, that's right, balloons. Oh, is that firecracker of a girl not with you today? But make sure that you play with her often, or else she'll likely start sulking. Get your very own balloon, that's right, balloons. Yes. I hear the Diet's budget meeting was postponed. And that comes as a surprise too. Literally no one. Same story, different year. I'm sure we have nothing to worry about though. That service desk lady is so talented. If you bring her a broken orbal light or something, she fixes it right in front of you. I'm impressed. Who knew Crossbell had something that amazing living here? I love orbital gadgets, but haven't the foggiest idea about how they're constructed. Wendy asked if she could work the customer service desk outside regular support hours. Now that I think about it, it is thanks to her we back so many regulars. Maybe I'll think about it. Where is he at? Has he gone back up? Is he upstairs? Wait, hold on. But there's always a guy around. Where did he go? Oh no, I feel so lost without him here. I told my dad I was tired of him coming to spy on me at work. But then he just left like he was about to cry. Oh, explains things. Why do I have to feel so guilty when I didn't do anything wrong? I like it again. The Falcom stuff, they addressed things. I like it. My dad had to go on another business trip. My life would be easy if I made him take Pansy with him. Right, so what are we doing in terms of quartz here? We got some going up. Got some 3s. Okay. This changes stuff potentially, because I do have some 3s around already. Trust me, I'm a professional when it comes to hopscotch. Hey Momo, go grab the bag over there. Okay. Just sliding backwards and forwards, ever so delicately. Where the heck is Henry? He's late. Whatever, he's the one who's missing out. Momo and I are gonna have a blast. Ryu invited me to play with him and Henry. Hooray! Oh, she's adorable. Just thinking, like, who are my favorite NPCs in this? Obviously Anton. Obviously Anton and Ricky. Obviously. But after that, kind of feel like the random NPCs this is, you know, like NPCs within the story, you know. It's very much, it's gotta be Momo. Gotta be Momo. I always want to see how she's doing, how good she is, that sort of thing. Hey Lloyd, you're friends with Sis, right? Yeah, I used to live in the same apartment complex back when we were kids. So you hung out with her a lot then? She went out with some crazy bedhead this morning. Can't believe how much of a klutz she is. Yep, there's no way I'm going to become an engineer. She doesn't put on makeup when she goes out either. What a disgrace. You don't need to not dress up. It's like you can dress how you want. This is what it means to have a booming business. I've scored contracts with 3 new stores this month. And you know what the best part is? I didn't chase after them. They approached me. All this work to build up my reputation is finally starting to pay off. Well, good for you, mate. Sup, Mrs. Nuez? It's been a while. It's lovely to see you again. Sorry to barge in with a crowd every time, Auntie. I don't mind at all. Things are more lively this way. It seems like you guys are hard at work again. What's this? I don't believe I've seen that girl before. Is she a new member of the SSS? You look like a lovely young lady. Lovely. I serve the Guardian Force and I'm cooperating with the special support section for now. You gotta chill out a bit, Noelle. Sorry, I'm not doing it on purpose. Just a bit shocked because it's the first time anybody's ever called me that. I'm detecting an unexpected weakness of Noelle's. You really are a lovely girl. You said you work for the Guardian Force. No need to be so tense. You can relax around us. Yes, Mom. No Seeker now relaxing. Sergeant Major Seeker hasn't loosened up at all. Apparently City Hall is like a war zone due to the Diet's ongoing budget meeting. It's like this every year, but this is the worst it's ever been. Sounds like the Diet's budget meeting is as rough as ever. I'll be shocked if they come to an easy agreement. Yo, everyone! Who's the new face? Oh, this is Sergeant Major Seeker. She's from the Guardian Force. Nice to meet you. Franz actually told me quite a bit about this bakery. I think she mentioned that a prodigy worked here. Apparently he was featured in the Crossbell Times. Oh, that article.
They featured you in the Crossbell Times. That's sick, my man. It's not unexpected when his skills are extraordinary, right? Yeah, I was a little reluctant to participate, seeing as how I'm still training. Didn't have much of a choice, though. Morgs kept pushing me to do it, since it'd help bring in more sales. I was feeling the pressure from the newest signature creation I helped develop this month. It's unlikely to feel any stress. I'll have to try some for myself then. Is there actually anything? Ooh, a golden croissant. Me, a genius? No way, man. Compared to Morgs, I still have a long way to go. I've still got a ton of fundamentals I can learn from Bennett too. Oh, does she know that? Bennett's been fervently researching baking theory. She ended up rethinking her approach on how to bake her newest bread. Decided on our newest feature bread democratically. We each bake a loaf of bread, taste it, then vote on a winner. It's a good method if I do say so myself. Yeah, you say that, but what if you'll vote for your own bread? Then, you know, you're in a stalemate. Used to give the final say after sampling their new breads, but Oscar and Bennett are fully qualified to make the call these days. Voting on the best bread is probably the fairest method. Again, that's assuming that people play by the rules, you know. Mom and Dad found out that I come to the bakery all the time. They're so strict, they forbade me from eating out. Isn't it fine, though? Their bread is so tasty. They told me that they were going to take away my allowance if I kept disobeying them. Mummy and Daddy are so strict. Oh dear. The Crossbell Times recently featured our bakery in the newspaper. They thought it'd be a good idea to interview Oscar rather than my father or myself. Ugh, why? What's this young prodigious patissier crap they're calling him? Ugh, I'll never accept this. I'm willing to bet that the ruins in the middle of the Mines Mountain Path are perfect for photography. I've been running all over the place since I've been focusing on taking landscape photos. I managed to find a place that really stood out to me, though. Silence hung in the air. Not a word could be heard in that dark, solemn ruin. Granted, I didn't go in. I felt like the ruins in the middle of Mines Mountain Path would be a good place for someone to calm down and relax. Haven't actually taken a look inside thanks to the Guardian Force setting up a barricade. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I think Noel would say something about that, but no, apparently not. The Diet seems to be dragging on yet again. No surprises there. It was the same when my husband was a member of the Diet. They do nothing but cause problems. They've got nothing but self-centered intentions. I am absolutely positive that my husband's negative traits are all thanks to his career. Probably, to be honest. My wife wants me to stop messing around with our house's interior. But you know what? She's lazy, so I've been doing it in her stead. She's a selfish gal. Alright, jeez. Not only is she selfish, but she's also unkempt. Alright, mate. Like, calm it down. I mean, I noticed you first. My husband has been getting a lot of work requests recently. Even sorting the documents looks difficult. I'm finishing the building by the mayoral election. Are my ears deceiving me? Is my client mad? Oh sure, the timing would be excellent, except the election is next month. I'm going to raise some hell. This is going to be literally impossible to pull off. I think you can do it. It might fall apart, but... Some kid's been visiting the tenant on the 3rd floor as of late. I never met the person actually living there, but I run into the kid once in a while. She was some pretty-looking girl wearing a cap. I'd wager that she was 13 or 14 years old. Now I think about it, I feel like I've seen that person somewhere before. Well, whatever. Don't think it'd be appropriate for a lowly maid to pry into the tenants' lives. Oh, if only you knew. Oh, it appears to be locked, so she's not fast asleep inside this time. Some new goods arrived today. I've had to handle them more carefully when I put them up on display. They're a bit pricey. Hey there, welcome to Tully's General Store. I've been listening in on the gossip lately, and there's been nasty rumors about Ravage. They've been engaging in shady business and causing trouble for the city folk. I've got to be careful. I have a little girl that I wouldn't want to fall victim to them. Rivarch's ties run deep. They've got their hands in the pockets of my fellow traders. Got to be careful. I have a little girl that I wouldn't want to fall victim to them. Understandable. Completely understandable. Do you have anything I potentially missed? Sherry. It's just like there. It's like sherry, you say. Alright, we'll get around to that eventually. Eventually. There's so many books I want to go back and read at this point. Mr. Grimwood is hard at work today, too. The schedule says he has appointments with 5 businesses in the city and... Come on, Mr. Grimwood, we need to hurry. I know, Pete. At least let me finish up these documents before heading out. I still haven't finished this tea from, 5 months ago. I'm sorry, everyone. Mr. Grimwood is about to leave for some meetings. If it's not an emergency, would you mind coming later this evening? Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Hello, sir. It's been a while. You look like you're in a rush. Have an appointment somewhere today? Indeed. The more trouble the Mafia stirs up, the more I find on my plate. Mafia? As in Rivarch? Yes, they've been up to some especially shameful affairs. Property speculation, forcibly employing bouncers at the entertainment district. One such circumstance ended up with the assault of a civilian, causing the poor man to be sent to St. Ursula. In other words, the guys over in Rivarch are professional extortionists. Certainly true, but something about how this is unfolding is odd. Are you patrolling the city by chance? If so, could you do me a favor and pay extra attention for me? For more ordinary circumstances, I'd usually have the braces be my eyes and ears, but... No problem. You can count on us, sir. There really are a lot of people relying on the special support section. Today I'm going to meet with some company's president, who had a threat letter delivered to his door. He's taking care of it. I'd love to get back to the office early, but I'm afraid things may not work out that way. Poor Mr. Grimwood. We better keep our eyes peeled like we said. To make his life a little easier. I was actually on the scouting team that was looking into Mine's ruins. The interior of that place was crawling with ghosts and demons, you name it. It was like a living nightmare. Triple-Dot? Are you alright, Elie? You look incredibly pale. I'm perfectly fine. Never been better. Those ruins were full of monsters none of us had ever seen before. I legitimately think we were lucky that we withdrew before anything bad happened. Randy, what brings you here today? Hey, man. We're taking over the reins of that investigation you withdrew from. You know, the one about the ruins. Are you pulling my leg? No. From what I've heard, His Excellency pushed everything onto Tangram Gate's plate. Sorry, pal. I'm gonna have to steal the spotlight from you. Pass that along to the commander for me. How about you telling me yourself? Still, if you guys are cooperating with the Tangram Gate troops, I can't help but feel reassured about this mess. I'd appreciate it if you made up for our ineptitude, Randy. Something tells me we will? ? I was coerced into joining the scouting team looking into those ruins. Say what you want, but there's something wrong with that place. Even if I wanted to, I doubt we would have been able to properly scout it. So there really is something going on with the ruins. Certainly can't describe how eerie those ruins were. Something different about it, but hey, you can go look for yourself. I will. Where exactly do I get my passport checked? Over here, sir. Over here. You're wandering around on the spot there. It's over here. Sir! Follow me, sir. Right, over here. Sir! Sir! Oh. According to the others, the investigation of those ruins was suddenly put on ice. It's the commander's responsibility to know when to withdraw from operations, yet I can't help but feel like this was just laziness. Probably was. Yeah. Where's he gone? I know there's a guy around here. Is it just you coming over there? Oh, you go around in that big circle. I thought there was 2 guys. Fair enough. Stella has had more free time since the anniversary festival has ended. She's so wonderful. She's so lovely. Standing at her day in and day out isn't going to get me anywhere. No, it's gonna make me look like a creep. So, baby, stop that. She's so wonderful. Just go talk to her, mate. Hello, everyone. Would you like something to eat? The gate receives emergency dispatches quite often, so you have to eat your fill whenever you have the chance. I honestly thought that was a scarecrow then. This Guardian Force has a public mess hall, does it? The idea repulses me, but I guess I have to endure it in order to get a meal. Alright, I mean, you don't have to eat it. Jeez. Military enthusiasts, like myself, are often misunderstood. We don't enjoy war by any stretch of the imagination. Simply put, we just appreciate the practical beauty of military equipment and arms. Don't go lumping us together with those sociopaths that adore senseless killing. A military enthusiast is not someone who enjoys or loves war. Make sure not to mix that up, okay? You're Sergeant Major Noel Seeker, right? I've heard stories about you. Tangram Gate's bright, up-and-coming guardsman, right? That's a bit of an exaggeration. I know working directly under the commander may be discouraging at times, but please keep doing the CGF proud, Warrant Officer Miral. Morale's sense of justice is the only thing she's had over the other guys, I'd say. That's it? Randy? Come on, try not to tease the Warrant Officer too much. Fine. Honestly, Randy, like I was saying, as a superior officer, it's always reassuring to see a guardsman like Sergeant Major Seeker make a name for herself. Let's both continue to work towards making the Crossbell Guardian Force the best it can possibly be. Yes, Mom. I wanted our unit to conduct the investigation of those ruins. We can't do anything about it, since the order came from the commander. Sergeant Major Seeker, Special Support Section. I'm leaving the investigation in your hands. Yep, we got this. I like how she's so formal. He's like, yeah, we'll do that, yeah, whatever. Where? This is just outside to the chest, isn't it? Soon. I recently got my hands on a poster of Arkansas's new dancer, Risha Mao, from my buddy over at Tangram Gate. I pinned it up right over there if you want to give her a look. Quite something, ain't she? Really? I mean, we're gonna have a look. Really? Dear, oh dear. At least it's not like she's in a bikini or something like that. It's just her casual attire. It's like, fair enough. It's better than Randy, at least, you know. It's got that. You know about the orbital shutdown phenomena that happened all over Liberl, right? No, never heard of it. When that happened, Chancellor Osborne quickly dispatched new Imperial steam engine tanks to the border. It's as if he knew what was going to happen and how to respond. What a frightening man. Yes. Odd that. I was assigned to help with the housework today. Guess I'll probably be late for playtime. Do you think Ryu is behaving right now? He always goes off the rails when I don't check in on him. He's doing alright. I'd be able to finish these chores early if Henry would give me a hand. He's right here. Just remembered that Mr. Hayworth said he started working again recently. Passed by him a little while ago, and noticed that he's got a lot happier in these days. Good. It's almost as if I could feel the love bursting out of him. Bet Sophia must be pretty happy having such a nice husband. I bet I can find a great husband like that soon. Just kidding. I mean, why would you just be kidding? It's like, okay, he is a great guy. Based on, like, his story we know in detail now, it's like, he is a great guy. So, why would you not want someone like that? That's fine. You don't have to be like, just kidding. It's like, no, that's a correct statement. It looks like Henry was able to get a perfect score on his Sunday school test again. I'm glad, but he needs to learn that there's more to life than studying. I'm sure he would learn even more if he talked with his friends in class. What? Learning alongside your friends is more vital than having good test results. At least, that's what I believe. That's what he's been doing. What? I managed to worm my way into some party sponsored by the Republican faction once. Apparently, all of the members were talking smack about their plans during the Diet. And the world of politics can be pretty ruthless, can't it? They're pretty good at mixing into some fancy party these days. Not going to lie, the political world can get pretty scary when you get into the thick of it. It can be quite annoying from the outside as well. Ugh. Politicians. It's good to see you again, SSS. It's been quite some time now. Likewise, Mom. Has your husband gone back to work, Mrs. Hayworth? He has. Actually, I was a little puzzled when he told me he needed a break. I suppose we've gone through a lot. I think he wanted to refresh his mindset before he returned to work. And thanks to that, business has been going well. Good. Work has been productive as of late. It's not as if every industry is doing well, but working with my husband is joyous. Having spilled my heart out to you may have helped me move on a little. My husband has gone to America for the day. Please send him my regards if you run into him. We will do.
I'm helping Mummy out today. Did you know I'm going to become a trader like Daddy someday?
Oh, good for you, little kid. Hope it works out for you. Right, come on, walk here quicker, come on. I know you're old, but come on. The mayoral election only occurs once every 5 years. We better choose our candidate carefully. Whoever's elected will run Crossbell for the next half-decade. Yeah, I'm sure that'll happen, yeah. Hope the Dean's budget session actually moves along this time. You're always stuck in a stalemate. We've got an election year on our hands. Will Mayor McDowell run for re-election? He probably will, but, you know what? I don't think he's going to win. Just a suspicion. A man by the name of Bond, James Bond, lives in the mansion over there. I think he works in securities. Securities. Anyway, I heard he made some kind of big mistake after the anniversary festival. He was awfully depressed about it for a while. I want more details than that, to be honest. Like, more details. Sunita's about the same age as the Hayworth's family's son, Colin. I'm sure there'll be plenty of fun topics to gossip about. The weekly cooking class is being held tomorrow. I can't wait to talk with all the girls. I'll be sure to engage in a bit of gossip time with the girls. Well, you enjoy it. What has happened to Father? It's nothing. Funyan? Yeah, this is pretty nice. Ordering from a catalogue was a pretty sick idea. Doesn't this car look sick? Just look at this bad boy. As a man working the stock market, I always wanted to get my hands on an Orbal car. Okay. Man, what should I do with these fat stacks of cash? Maybe I'll throw down for a brand spanking new Orbal car. Question mark. Excuse me, Lady Elie. What is it, Joanna? Don't hesitate to call me if there's anything you're ever afraid of. Much like the past, I shall protect you, whether it be sleeping in the same bed or guiding you to the restroom at night. I'm so sorry, Elie. I didn't mean to put you through this humiliation. That's enough already. I was only a child when those happened. So Joanna was your caretaker then? Gotta admit, Ellie's pretty cute right now. Lady Elie, please do not hesitate to rely on others in the face of something frightening. I was trying my hardest to hide it. How was she able to figure it out? She's been around you for a while. That happens. Ah, Lady Elie, your countenance appears to be dreadful today. Excuse me? I assure you that's patently false. Please refrain from saying such a strange thing, Hemler. I apologize, but my name is Helmer, but for misunderstanding, my lady. However, if one were to consider your weakness, only one thing comes to mind. After all, I seem to recall you being visibly shaken at the mention of ghosts when you were but a child. Wait, so Elie isn't perfect? Calling me surprised. I apologize, Elie. My request has made you uncomfortable. Oh, please, it's not like I'm bad with ghosts. You don't need to worry about me, Noel. If you're wondering, sort of like a dark grey. Yes. The Dead's budget meeting is to be extended, resulting in the Masters continuing to work overtime. It's as I feared, worrying for Master Henry's well-being has become my highest priority, especially with the mayoral election approaching next month. I agree. Hope he doesn't strain himself too hard. L strain himself too hard. That only makes sense to the people who have been watching Death and Request or playing it, of course. Right, well, let's actually end this part here then. In the next part, nope. Damn, he's out cold. Is this kid the informant Bran talked about? Yes, as hard as it is to believe. Looks like we caught him at a bad time, though. Jonah is a night owl, after all. If we wanted, I could hack his entire system while he's asleep. You could? Oh, wait, tier hacking isn't good. It isn't like hacking is a crime yet. And I don't do it very often. Fair enough. Still, only do it when it's necessary, alright? Damn it, Kitty, I'll never forgive you. Is Ren still toying with him? Okay, now we'll end this part, and we'll see you in the next part as we go to the cathedral. Ta-ta for now.